We are surrounded by devices and gadgets. Need to do something the smart way? Get an app. Want to make a task easier? Get a device for it. Healthcare, entertainment, traveling, you name it. Everything has been revolutionized, and it hasn't been like that all the time. 15 years ago, we were only dreaming about having touchscreen smartphones. Now your watch can tell your exact blood pressure and can dial to emergency services without the interaction of any human being. But that wasn't the case forever. And in this video, we're going to see the differences between technology then versus now. A comparison of how far we've come. Number 1. Communication. Imagine dialing a number and waiting for 5 minutes until a person in the middle connects your call to the person you intended to call by physically connecting the lines. Yes, this is how calls were connected in the past, when phones were magical devices that could let you hear the voices of people you could not see because you lived far away. But now all you have to do is ask your virtual assistant to dial a number and you're good. Consequently, address books were in every house with a phone to record numbers, and it did help people with memory, but now that our phones store and keep everything remembered for us, but if it breaks, you lose all your contacts. Likewise, payphones are a dying breed. You can find them in old towns and some cities for aesthetic reasons. However, no one will look for change to make a call. Letters have been replaced by emails and texts that take literally a fraction of a second to reach the recipient. But not so long ago, letters were the only source of distant communication for common people. Imagine having an argument with someone over letters and getting their reply after a week. Our generation would never be able to survive. Number 2. Entertainment. For those who have seen humanity shifting to digital age will agree the most, now that we have Netflix and YouTube to consume gigabytes of content in a single sitting, not so long ago, watching a movie was a daunting task. You had to go to a physical store to buy or rent a cassette, watch the movie in a single sitting, and return it back to avoid extra charges. All of the modern film industry has been made simple with the digital camera that anyone can afford. Today, your iPhone's camera can make 100 times better video compared to a camera 3 to 4 decades ago. Number 3. Travel. When was the last time when you pulled out a map to figure out the right way? Anyone born after 2000 might not even remember their parents holding the map when on a camping trip or going to a distant state. That has been replaced by digital maps that are free to use on a mobile device and even tell us the rushy areas, best routes, and shortcuts. Back in the day, you had to be lucky to be able to avoid traffic. Similarly, trains are only used as metros, and all the distant traveling has been taken over by airplanes. You don't even have to consult a travel agent to book a flight. Just a few taps on your phone, find a good deal, and done. Number 4. Education. In the age of typewriters, you had to be fluent in a language to type, as mistakes could be corrected but never removed. If you spelled something wrong, your paper was done. Now we don't even have to use paper and can edit a document endless times. Spell checks have made it easier to write. Libraries are now considered old-fashioned as you can access any information in the world on your phone using sources like Wikipedia. Before that, we had to consult books and ask experts to get information. Schools are going digital, and now you can get excellent education from your home with distant education plans and connect with teachers face-to-face like you would be sitting in the class, even being hundreds of miles away. Number 5. Money and shopping. Before the digital age, money was completely physical. You had to carry cash no matter how much, or you had to store it in a bank, which required physical visits. With the digital age, you can send or receive money from anywhere in the world in a matter of seconds in your account. You can spend using your accounts and debit or credit cards and never have to carry physical cash. Even if your cards get stolen, you don't lose your money. How much better can it get than that? What is the best technological advancement in your opinion? If you enjoyed the video, you will love other videos on the channel. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one.